For centuries, hidden within the tarot, symbols have carried messages from the edge of human understanding. But among all the cards, one stands apart, numbered 0, positioned at the threshold of the deck itself. This is the Fool. Unlike any other card, the Fool bears no number, only the cipher of 0, a circle without beginning or end. Could this curious placement be an accident of history, or was it designed to conceal deeper truths? The image is deceptively simple, a traveler, light of heart, gazing upward, while danger looms at his feet. But why has this figure endured across centuries of mystics, magicians, and seekers? What knowledge is hidden in this wandering soul? Some scholars claim the Fool belongs nowhere in the sequence of the major arcana. Others insist it belongs everywhere. Could the Fool be more than a card? Could it represent the state between worlds, the very moment of stepping into the unknown? At first glance, the Fool appears naive, even careless. Yet countless traditions insist he is the truest symbol of wisdom, wisdom that does not come from books, but from daring to begin. Is this innocence or enlightenment disguised as folly? So we must ask, who is the Fool? A reckless wanderer poised for disaster, or the original seeker, about to unlock the mysteries of existence itself? The answer may be hidden in plain sight, waiting within the cards. Across every age of human history, hidden knowledge has been preserved in symbols, strange pictures, and numbers that survive long after empires have fallen. But among them all, one image resists explanation: a solitary traveler, a carefree figure poised at the very edge of an abyss, the Fool. And some believe this card was never meant to be understood by everyone. Unlike any other card, the Fool bears the number 0, or perhaps no number at all. To some, it is nothingness. To others, infinite potential. 0 is a paradox, a shape without beginning or end. But why was this ancient cipher placed here, on a card depicting a simple wanderer? Was it an accident of design, or a deliberate key, pointing toward mysteries lost to time? We see the figure, light of heart, eyes lifted toward the heavens. At his side, a loyal animal. At his feet, the cliff's edge. Scholars have debated for centuries. Is this the picture of innocence or of disaster waiting to strike? Could this image conceal an ancient teaching about the razor-thin line between wisdom and folly, between creation and destruction? Some tarot historians whisper that the Fool was never meant to be part of the sequence at all, that this card was an intrusion, a wild card, something that does not belong. Yet others insist the Fool belongs everywhere, able to travel freely across the entire major arcana. If this is true, then the Fool may be more than just the first card. It may be the hidden thread that connects them all. At first glance, we dismiss the image: a clown, a wanderer, a fool. But what if this is no ordinary symbol? What if this card conceals the oldest riddle of them all, the paradox of the human soul, suspended between innocence and experience, ignorance and wisdom? Could the Fool be the first step, not just in the tarot, but in the story of consciousness itself? To understand the Fool, we must set aside what we think we know. We must follow this mysterious traveler, not with answers, but with questions. For in the end, the Fool's path may not be about the destination at all. It may be about the leap itself into the great unknown. When the Fool appears upright, it is said to mark the beginning of a journey. But this is no ordinary path. It is the path of the unknown. At its core, the upright Fool represents trust, innocence, and the willingness to leap where reason hesitates. Some call it the card of beginnings. Yet others see it as an invitation to step beyond fear itself. Could this be the moment, when a soul chooses to awaken? Why does the fool stand at the edge? Scholars suggest a cliff is no accident, but the ultimate threshold, a boundary between the world we know and the vast mystery of what lies beyond. The traveler does not look down, does not measure the risk. Instead, he gazes upward, as if trusting that the universe itself will catch his fall. Could this image be a coded teaching, urging us to trust the unseen? On the surface, the fool seems childlike, even naive. Yet esoteric traditions insist there is power in this innocence. The beginner's mind, unburdened by knowledge, unshackled by fear, is free to see what the experienced cannot. Could it be that the fool is not foolish at all, but the wisest of all travelers? A paradox, wisdom disguised as simplicity. Beside the traveler walks a loyal dog. Some believe it is a symbol of instinct, warning him of danger. Others suggest it is the guardian spirit, urging him onward. But what if this small companion is more than either? Could it be that the dog represents the eternal bond between humanity and the unseen forces that guide us, urging us to leap, but never leap alone? The fool carries the number 0, neither beginning nor ending. It is the void, the infinite. Mathematicians and mystics alike have wrestled with 0. Is it emptiness or endless potential? In the upright position, 0 speaks of possibility unclaimed, doors not yet opened, worlds not yet born. The fool upright is the dream before it becomes reality, the seed before it breaks the soil. So what does the fool upright truly mean? A leap of faith, a call to adventure, a reminder that every great journey begins with uncertainty and the courage to take the first step. But we must ask, is this card merely advice for the present moment? Or could it be a hidden map placed within the tarot, showing us how humanity itself began, not with certainty, but with the fearless leap into the unknown? When the fool turns upside down, innocence transforms. What was once trust becomes recklessness. What was once wonder becomes blindness. The reversed fool warns us of a leap taken too soon, a step made without awareness. Could this be the shadow side of curiosity itself, when the seeker rushes forward, ignoring the danger that waits below? In the upright card, the cliff is a threshold, an invitation. But reversed, it becomes the abyss. The traveler is no longer a daring adventurer. He is a soul in freefall. Some traditions interpret this as chaos, as the consequence of ignoring the signs. But what if it is more? Could the fool reversed be a warning that the abyss is not only real, but always closer than we dare imagine? Throughout history, cultures have warned of folly. Ancient kings employed jesters, symbols of the thin line between laughter and madness. In sacred texts, the fool is often mocked, cast as one who rejects wisdom. But the tarot fool, reversed, is not merely comic. It is tragic. Could this card be echoing humanity's oldest fear, the danger of forgetting, of refusing to see the truth before our very eyes? In the upright image, the dog is a companion, perhaps even a guide. But reversed, its meaning shifts. The bark becomes urgent, the warning ignored. Could this faithful symbol be telling us what happens when we refuse to listen to instinct, to intuition? What happens when we silence the very voice that was trying to protect us all along? Where upright 0 suggests infinite possibility, reversed it becomes emptiness, the hollow void. This is the other face of 0. Not fullness, but nothingness. The fool reversed may represent the squandered chance, the wasted opportunity, the energy dissipated into chaos. Could this be why some see the reversed fool as the most dangerous of all the cards, a warning that nothing is guaranteed and everything can be lost? So what does the fool reversed tell us? It is a caution, a mirror, a shadow. It warns of carelessness, of arrogance, of pretending the unknown will always catch us when we fall. The reversed fool asks us, when we stand at the edge, do we leap blindly, or do we pause, listen, and prepare? Perhaps in this darker image lies the most urgent lesson of all, that the edge of destiny is no place for ignorance, only for awareness. Every great journey begins with a single step. Yet the fool's first step is unlike any other, for it is taken at the edge of the abyss. Upright, the card speaks of the leap of faith, an act of trust so profound that logic cannot explain it. Could this be the oldest teaching of all? That the path forward only opens when we dare to step into what we cannot yet see. The fool gazes skyward, not downward. He does not study the ground, nor calculate the risk. Instead, he looks to the heavens. To some, this is naivety. To others, it is surrender to a greater intelligence, the invisible hand of fate. Could the card be urging us to loosen our grip, to stop clinging to certainty, and to trust the invisible currents that shape our lives? Surrender is a word often misunderstood. It does not mean defeat, but transformation. When the fool releases control, he becomes open to guidance beyond his own mind. Ancient mystics taught that true magic begins the moment control ends. Could this be why the fool, unburdened by plans and calculations, is seen as a channel for the miraculous? Children leap before they look. They play, they explore, they trust the world to hold them. In many traditions, this childlike trust is not weakness, but power. The fool upright may represent this very state, the soul unscarred, willing to surrender, ready to learn. Could it be that the fool reminds us of the hidden strength in returning to innocence? In physics, zero is a point of balance, where energy is neither positive nor negative, but full of potential. The fool upright, marked with zero, may symbolize this state of surrender, a sacred pause before creation, where anything is possible. By stepping forward without fear, the fool activates this hidden potential. Could it be that surrender is not weakness, but the key to limitless possibility? So what does the leap of faith truly mean? It is not recklessness. It is not carelessness. It is the recognition that no path worth walking is ever fully known in advance. The magic of surrender is not giving up. It is giving over to the greater currents of destiny. And perhaps this is the fool's greatest secret, that when we release control, we step into the flow of the universe itself. When the fool is reversed, the leap of faith becomes something else entirely, a step taken too soon, before the ground is ready. Recklessness replaces trust. Impulse masquerades as courage. Could this card be warning us of the most ancient human mistake, the rush to act without understanding the consequences? In the upright card, the cliff is a threshold, but reversed, it becomes the abyss itself. The traveler no longer hovers at the edge, he falls. The meaning shifts from potential to peril, from hope to hazard. Could this image be more than symbolism? A reminder that for every choice, there is a consequence, and for every leap, a danger of the fall? The dog, once a guide and companion, cries out in warning. But reversed, its voice is ignored. The instincts that could save us, silenced. History is filled with examples of humanity disregarding the warnings of nature, of elders, of the inner voice, only to meet disaster. Could the fool reversed be echoing this timeless truth, that when we deny instinct, we invite chaos? The reversed fool does not see the cliff, or perhaps he refuses to look. Denial is not ignorance, it is the choice not to see. In this shadow, the card may represent willful blindness, the refusal to acknowledge danger, responsibility, or truth. Could this darker fool be holding up a mirror, asking us, where in our lives are we pretending not to see the edge? In upright form, 0 is infinite possibility, but reversed, the cipher becomes the void, the hollow echo of what could have been. This is wasted potential, the dream unfulfilled, the chance squandered. Mystics warn that the greatest tragedy is not failure, but potential never realized. Could the fool, reversed, be the ultimate reminder that opportunity lost can never be regained? So what is the message of the fool, reversed? It is a warning that trust without awareness becomes folly, that action without wisdom becomes ruin. It reminds us that instinct ignored, lessons denied, and dangers unseen will always lead to the same fate, the fall. Perhaps the reversed fool is not a punishment, but a necessary shadow. For only by facing the dangers of recklessness can we learn the true meaning of awareness.
Been walking this road too damn long. Something's pulling at my bone. The wind keeps whispering wrong, but I can't leave it alone. Every choice cuts deep, every move I make, blood on my hands won't sleep from the chances that I take. Reckless blood runs through me. Mama warned me about this path, said I'd pay for what I'd done. Now I'm drowning in the aftermath. Can I run what I've become? Every choice cuts deep, every move I make, blood on my hands won't sleep from the chances that I take. Reckless blood runs through me. Reckless blood runs through me. Used to think I was invincible. Now the ground keeps shaking under me. All those lines I thought were visible just led me to this misery. Fuck the man I used to be. See the damage in the mirror now. Every scar tells where I've been. Can't remember what or how I let the recklessness creep in. Every choice cuts deep, every move I make, blood on my hands won't sleep from the chances that I take. Reckless blood runs through me. Reckless blood runs through me. Reckless blood runs through me. Yeah, it runs through me.
The sun is a cracked mirror, a promise I don't remember making. A white dog follows me, head has no name, just a hunger for dust. The road is a serpent, shedding its skin in yesterday's cities. I carry nothing that will not fit in the palm of my hand. The cliff is a soft suggestion, not a warning, not a threat, only a sigh, a final breath from a long, slow whisper of the past. The first step is a stone dropped in a well. You don't hear the splash, but you feel the ripple, a shiver that unspools the thread of your name. I am the knot and the unraveling, the map drawn in the river's current. The heart is a wild thing, it only knows the way by falling. The old bones of the trees remember a different story. They say stay, root yourself here, but the wind has a different language, a tongue of lost whispers in foreign towns. The fool is a seed, not a root. He must travel to find the soil, he must become the air. The pack is empty, the coin is spent, and the heart, that ragged bird, has learned to beat in time with the silence. There is a music in the not knowing, perfect, beautiful chord in the space between the here and the there. The first step is a stone dropped in a well. You don't hear the splash, but you feel the ripple, a shiver that unspools the thread of your name. I am the knot and the unraveling, the map drawn in the river's current. The heart is a wild thing, it only knows the way by falling.